What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we are finally ready to move on. Now we have defeated the four main bosses of this game, collected the 4 great souls, and we can now proceed to the castle. So to do so, you want to start from the ruined Fork Road bonfire, and you want to go down the leftmost path as I have. Gonna go ahead and take both of these guys out. Now there's gonna be a bit of an ambush. There's gonna be one off to our left as well as one in front of us, so we're gonna take this guy on first. There we go. And now for you. These guys actually shoot 2 arrows at a time. It didn't really do all that much damage, but there we go, got an item over there. So, pressing on, there actually used to be a Flexile Sentry right here, but they decided to remove him and put in another one of these invisible guys, and while you're fighting him, this guy will sneak up on you from that path over there. You have the Dragon Slayer's Crescent Axe and the Golden Falcon Shield. I actually really like this axe. It's the same one that Creighton actually uses. Let's see here. I just saw it. There it is. So it has some lightning built into it, kind of like the Haydnite weapons. Pretty simple moveset. It's actually, I think it's got the same moveset as the mace, interestingly enough, but I don't think it's the same as the regular battle axe. So, this is the Shrine of Winter, as you can see in that castle in the distance is our destination. So, as I mentioned earlier in the series, this will open for you once you've collected either 1,000 or 1,000,000 souls in total, and the other option, which we went with, is to collect the 4 Great Soul bosses. Now, I have 849,000, almost 850,000 soul memories, so we were close. And if you're co-oping through the game, chances are you're gonna hit that a lot earlier than I will, seeing as you'll be going through areas multiple times to help out your friend and all that. A soul of a hero kind of hidden back here in the ruins. And we got some more of these invisible guys. They really do just look like player phantoms. Kind of catches you off guard from time to time. There we go. Poor soul hanging off this ledge right here. And we can move on. So out here in the rain, my lightning is actually going to do more damage, which is pretty cool. One more guy's gonna sneak up behind. Like I said, pretty cool. We're kind of annihilating these guys. Got an item right here, and up around the corner, I'm gonna get some stamina. There is a crystal lizard. Get some titanite chunks and a slab, and we actually meet the Emerald Herald here.
This castle is isolated, but nonetheless you must forge on to bring an end to your journey and mine.
That's all she has to say. So when you run up here, you're going to discover that these are actually not statues, or in fact enemies. Wow, I can't believe those last 2 hits didn't actually catch me. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. We want to get owned by the elephants. Alright, so yeah, just kind of pull them back. They should leash at the gateway where the Emerald Herald is, which is a good opportunity to separate them. Also, if they do a charge, one of them at least, they'll kind of pull in front of the other. Momentarily at least. There we go. Kind of difficult enemies actually. Obviously have a lot of health and hit very, very hard. Pretty cool looking castle. Okay, so this next area is kind of cool. Oh, and they're using lightning arrows, or bolts I should say, because of the mechanic where lightning hits harder in the rain. So what you want to do is kill enemies near these golems, and they'll actually absorb the soul. But you'll have to draw the enemies over to them. So like, this guy right here is placed too far away, whereas the other guy is placed right next to one of these golems. So you'll actually learn that mechanic. That should have been closer, there you go. Get a royal greatsword from him, so they're slowly going to open that door. In the meantime, we're going to run over here and open this chest. Now, a steady stream of royal swordsmen will actually come out of the other side of this kind of area here. At least they're supposed to. And some of these Cyanites are enemies. Oh, rest in peace. Maybe they changed that in Scholar. Rip. Yep, there they are. I'm guessing this is also one. Yep. Well, that one actually died by my sword. Try attacking. Whoa! I had no idea that was there. Huh. Yeah, so the royal swordsmen were just kind of in there. Now, yeah, we can just proceed. Rain falling through here into the, I don't know, lobby. This ghost right here is actually an NPC.
Who are you? And by whose permission do you stand before me? This castle is the domain of King Vendrick. Is your trespass intentional? His Highness. Where has he gone? You are a guest of our castle. I am the Chancellor, Velaga. Do you seek an audience with my lord, King Vendrick? Unfortunately, His Highness is absent. My lord, the King the Queen has taken him. My lord made magnificent findings on souls, an accomplishment for the ages. He vanquished 4 great ones and built this kingdom upon their soul. Our king has watched over this land since ages long, long ago. King Vendrick, we must fight back, or the giants will take Drangleic. The king had a dear queen, a woman of unparalleled beauty. Long ago, the queen came to us, alone, from a faraway land. She warned our lord of the looming threat across the seas, of the giants. The king crossed the ocean and defeated the giants with the queen at his side. The king commandeered their power and created the golems. With the golems, the king created this castle to celebrate victory and to show his love and his gratitude to his queen. The queen brought peace to this land and to her king, a peace so deep it was like the dark. Is this some sort of a dream? Where am I? What has happened to our castle? Who are you? And by whose permission do you stand before me? Well, our guests are treated. Tell me if you...
Okay, so then at that point, he becomes a vendor of sorts. You can say the Flameburge and the Lucerne. The Bracing Knuckle Ring slows equipment degradation. All kinds of cool ammo here. Magic bolts and arrows as well as lightning bolts and arrows. 10 old Radiant Life Gems, pretty much the best version of Life Gem you can get, 10 Wilted Dusk Herbs, a Divine Blessing, and Infinite Repair Powder, as well as the Great Magic Barrier Miracle. So yeah, lots of like cool lore there. Now up in this room, actually now I think of it, this might only work in New Game Plus. We're gonna check it out. So this is the throne room. As you can see, sadness, dead end. So yeah, I think this is only New Game Plus, but there'll actually be 2 Pursuers in here, and you can get the upgraded version of the Ring of Blades plus 2. That's why all the bloodstains are in there. So, moving on finally. We head back into this room here. There are lots more statues of Scion Knights. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Got the helmet there. Oh, he blocked that. Oh, that was close. There we go. I like how we have matching shields. It's really nice. And finally, one last one here. One which we'll actually get a reward off of. Not including the armor, that's a bonus. Sublime Bone Dust. Now through here is the way that we will progress, and there's some more statues in here. Whoops. These guys don't actually activate until you try to go down the ladder, and then they'll chase you. Okay, there's only one of them. Now I look like an idiot. So from here, this is like a 4-way intersection. We can go right, we can go left, and we can go straight. There are a lot of bloodstains to the left, so that must be the way forward. But before we go that way, we're going to grab this bonfire. So this next part can be kind of tough, alright? Some of these statues in here are going to come to life. Some of them won't. You can see a couple golems in the back. All of these doors, all 6 of them that you actually, there's actually like an engraving of a golem on them. They all will open up if you feed them souls. Now the catch is, some of them have good stuff in them, some of them don't, and most of them, if not all of them, have ruined sentinels inside of them. So we really want to be careful. Now first I'm going to point out, this one right here is the door that you open to actually progress. See how far away we were from that door right there, and it's actually going to open it anyways. So there is a ruined sentinel inside there. I don't know if that statue's gonna pop up. Nope, it's not. Okay. So we're gonna try to deal with him. And only him. Very, very tough to fight him in this confined space. But luckily he doesn't have too much health. There we go. And from this chest here, you're gonna get the Mastodon Greatsword. It functions very similarly to the Zweihander, if I remember correctly. We don't actually have the dex to use it. Maybe it's a little faster. Actually, is it? Oh, it's a Greatsword class, not Ultra Greatsword. So never mind what I just said. Yeah, I definitely like that weapon. I usually end up using the Greatsword, the regular one, just because you obviously don't get the Mastodon Greatsword until just now. Oh, that one doesn't open up. And there's another Ruined Sentinel in here. we go. Now this one is going to have the Royal Soldier's Ring +2, I believe. +1, my bad. So we're going to take that, just a straight upgrade. You can see in my equipment load max going from 83.6 to 87.4. So not a huge upgrade, but saves a few points of vitality. Now if I remember correctly, yeah, you can see the little torch sconces, I don't really know how to say that word, that the golems are holding. So when you kill these ones, they're just going to light up the room. It's kind of cool to watch them. There we go. Almost makes it creepier somehow. Alright, now I'm going to see which one of these in the middle. Okay, that one pops up. Yep, that one as well. Alright, now I'm just going to hit all these doors, just so you guys know what's behind them all. Usually, I only get that one right there, because that's the way to progress. If I need it, I'll get the far one on the end to get the Royal Soldier's Ring. Now this one is one of the doors that is just not worth opening. All it has inside of it is a Rune Sentinel. They do give you 2,500 souls each though, and I think they have a rare chance of dropping their armor as well. Oh. There we go. Can you heal up real quick? Now it looks like the door next to us actually opened from his soul. Got a Ferrous Lockstone. So of course, last but not least, there is a another Rune Sentinel in here. Now we're just gonna run straight past him, and you actually fall through the floor. This thing will attack you right off the bat, and yeah, that's right, he follows you. Okay, so what we're gonna do is run into here, where he can't follow you, and we're just gonna heal up real quick. Now this, while I'm here, is actually the last location that you'll meet the Dark Diver man. I forget what his name is again, but right here is the last location. So if you're following this quest line, there you go. Alright, we're just going to run in here then. There is a bonfire down here as well, just so you don't have to deal with all the Rune Sentinels and statues and whatnot every time you want to come down here and talk to that guy. So, oh, well, let me rest. Okay, so that's just going to reset the enemies. Hopefully we can take this guy out without the bothersome Rune Sentinel joining us down here. Robe of Judgment. And we get the Faram armor set, which honestly is one of the coolest sets they've ever added in Dark Souls. It's kind of the, well, it is literally the poster set of Dark Souls 2. I'm a huge fan of this set. There you go. If I could use it effectively, I might actually run this for a while. It is pretty heavy though. How about, no, there we go. Take the chest piece at least. Alright, so I'm gonna teleport back to the King's Chamber bonfire, I believe it's called. Or King's Gate bonfire. Because you can't climb back up out of this hole. Okay, so here we are, back in this room. Of course, all the statues are going to respawn. There's actually a summon sign over there. Interestingly enough. Oh yeah, so he aggroed from all the way across the way. That's too close. So that's definitely the downside of opening up these gates, is that every single time You respawn, there's gonna be some pissed off ruined sentinels after you. That was just a mess. Fighting him in a tight, like, cramped location and on some stairs with a giant weapon, all just bad. Every bit of it just bad. So there are a whole bunch of statues in these areas to kind of psych you out. Some of them are enemies, most of them aren't. Get the frozen flower there. That is probably the second key we picked up for the DLC. The frozen flower, of course, for the I'll just call it the ice DLC. There's a poison, ice, and fire one. And then the dragon talon that we got is for the oh, hold on. Which statue just unfroze? Oh, is it all the way up there? Okay, yeah, we're good. Anyways, dragon talon we got from the pit in Majula. That is for the poison DLC. And then the other one for the fire DLC is in the Iron Keep. So time for probably the freakiest room in Dark Souls. Don't like it. All these things are gonna shoot poison arrows or poison darts. If you stand right here, you'll be just fine. I believe you're a statue. Yes. Yes, you are. Alright, now all of these are gonna come to life. If you space them correctly, though, you won't have to fight them all at once. And then one last item here. Now this painting actually curses you if you stand near it. Kind of an indication that the queen is, I don't know, evil. So right here, you'll actually get invaded by Lydia or Lycia. I can't remember what her name is exactly. Oh, I guess it happens even. Nameless usurper. I thought we killed her. Maybe we didn't kill her on this character. She's just a criminal though. Okay, we're gonna fall back in this room. She has like no poise, but she is pretty aggressive and quick with that dagger. There we go. That really caught me off guard. I guess my other character was the one. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I remember like when we opened up the or used the Rotunda's Lockstone in my Huntsman's Cops video to actually get there from Majula. I remember that I mentioned that I killed her, but we did do that video on a different character, so that explains the confusion. Alright, now the boss is straight up ahead, but one more thing to grab, or two I guess. So right down this ladder, two very, very helpful things. First of which is a bonfire. There's an illusory wall right there. Careful of this guy popping up out of nowhere. I'm gonna light it, not gonna rest at it though, don't want to respawn all the enemies, and we're still totally fine on Estus. And then down this ladder, we have one more enemy here. So if you recall, when we came up these stairs earlier, I thought I heard a statue like come to life. We were going up those stairs, and these guys actually, or at least this one, springs to life and spits this like corrosive acid down there. So from this chest, we get the Hunter's Black Bow and the 20 iron arrows. Now the Hunter's Black Bow is the Dark Souls 2 version of the Black Bow of Ferris. Pretty much exactly the same as Dark Souls 1. Takes 25 dexterity to wield, S scaling with dex, has the longest range of any bow in the game. Really, really sick. And there is one more item right here I almost forgot about. Soul of a Brave Warrior. And now we can get on to the boss. But before we do, we meet the queen. I'll read these. Wretch ahead, therefore good luck. Try attacking. Try chest.
You have fought admirably on your journey, cursed undead. I am Nashandra, Queen of Dragons.
souls, the last king of this land. King Vendrick, as he was called, he found the strength to rule his people. And when the undead were born, cursed, he found more strength to face them, but in the end, he never took the true throne. Visit Vendrick. We have no need for two rulers.
And that's it. Super cryptic. Visit Vendrick. Okay, sure. Where's he at? And we have no need for two rulers. So, just all around creepy. Oh wow, player. What do you know? And Pilgrim Belclair. We'll take her just for the hell of it. So this boss is interesting. We'll say that. Let's go, Pilgrim. I suppose that's not actually your first name. Dragon Rider. But there's two of them. So what I like to do is come over here in this corner, and then the melee one will attack you, which will knock down the ranged one. The ranged one has far less health, so it's really easy and also advisable to take him out first. They're both aggro to me right now. If you're super up close to him, he like physically can't really hit you. There we go. And now it's just another regular Dragon Rider with more health than the old one. Pretty simple. Exact same moveset. Literally nothing has changed. Oh, feisty. Please let me die to the Dragon Rider in my video, that'd be so cool. There we go. Dragon Rider's down. It wasn't as hard as I just made it look. If you're playing competently, trying to block if you have a shield, actually attempting to roll out of the way, unlike what I was doing, it's really quite simple. Now the really only like difficult part about this fight is just the ranged one that's kind of impossible to hit when he's up there. So I mean, coming over here, not the melee one won't always just knock that down. A lot of times he will, but if not, it's even better because you can just fight the melee one while the ranged one is up there, unable to hit you. Eventually he'll just drop down, but yeah, pretty simple. So get a bonfire, and we're gonna wrap up this episode here. So thank you guys for watching. Hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next video.